OMG BG, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another BeybladeGeeks video. Today we have more Beyblade X products to unbox for you guys. Super excited. A new generation of Beyblade is finally upon us and we're here for it. So at first, when we saw this BX-10 Extreme Stadium, we were just gonna unbox it and play around with it and then just film our battles. But I think it's actually worthwhile to dig deep into this Beyblade Stadium because it's actually really unique and there's a lot to talk about. So we were lucky enough to get the first wave of Beyblade X, and it's so cool. BX-10 Extreme Stadium is pretty much the most important item in this whole saga, because this is a new way to play, and there's a lot to talk about, and we're gonna deep dive into all the little details. The first impression for this Extreme Base Stadium is that it's huge. It's just so big, and I think it's even bigger than the DB Stadium. We'll have to find out later. It's got the square design, very nice and really unique, different from the other stadiums, and we're gonna compare with the burst stadiums and stuff like that as well. But yeah, you have the lid here. It just tells you that you are actually able to remove the extreme line. So I'm guessing they are expecting people to eventually wear the extreme line down, and if it breaks, then at least you have an option of changing it up. It's pretty standard information. This is how you play your Beyblade. Don't hit your opponent in the face, right? Pretty standard. So let's unbox it and we will deep dive. Yeah, let us know in the comment section below. Did you guys like the red version of the Extreme Stadium with the red extreme line, or do you rather like the standard green color? In our previous video, Brendan did show you guys the drawn sword unboxing and he was using the Koro Red edition, so that was actually really cool. This is my first impressions of the Extreme Stadium and it just looks huge. It's weird because the bays from Beyblade X are actually so small, but then the stadium itself is actually huge. It's very square and yeah, we can put it together like so. Put on our clips and then we're gonna talk about the gameplay aspect of Beyblade X. For those of you guys who are just starting Beyblade X, maybe don't know too much about it or just came back after a hiatus from Burst. Paperwork-wise, not too much information, but every product from Beyblade X comes with a QR code so you can scan it into the app. So we're expecting the app to go live once Beyblade X is officially released in like July 15th, I'm guessing. But yeah, exciting stuff. The clips look actually kind of like Hasbro clips. But that's actually a good thing because I feel like the previous Takara Tomy standard type base stadiums, those clips, once they're on, it's almost impossible to take them off. So yeah, that's another Hasbro inspiration for you guys. Yeah, but overall quality and stuff like that, top notch. Just like with the previous Takara Tomy base stadiums. Great quality. For those who are new to Beyblade X, the brand new bays are just so small. Look at this, right? So the main gimmick of the Extreme Stadium and Beyblade X is the extreme aspect of it. The driver, well, I guess no longer called driver, they're called bit. So they have a gear design, and when in combination of the Extreme Stadium riding along the teeth, along the edge there, it actually speeds up. So that's the coolest part about Beyblade X. It's just so fast. Let's go over some of the design and new features for Beyblade X Stadium. So we got the brand new logo right there, Beyblade X, looking very nice and snazzy. And then right below it, we have the copyright information, Takara Tomy, made in Vietnam, very interesting. And then right over there is actually the brand new gimmick as well. So for this Extreme Stadium, if your opponent gets knocked into this extreme zone, it's a brand new name, there's actually 3 points. So it's a 3-pointer pocket. So that's brand new. Before with Beyblade Burst, if you burst, then you get more points. The other 2 pockets, so the over finishes, those give you 2 points. All right, so there's 2 pockets right there. And then if you are doing spin finish, lost stamina, that's 1 point. And for burst, it's also 2 points. So burst is no longer like the main gimmick of this new Beyblade X system. What do you guys think of that? A few more observations if you guys compare this to burst. At first, I was thinking like, why does this extreme pocket, like the extreme zone, why is it worth 3 points? Like that's actually quite a lot, and the area of the pocket is really big. So at first I thought that you would always get knocked out in this pocket, but I guess they have ways around it. Is first of all, the extreme line, the distance and the thickness of the extreme line helps the base stay inside, right? So that's the first thing. And then secondly, the wall on the extreme zone is actually pretty tall. So, the chances of you getting knocked out into that pocket is a little bit slimmer, right? So the teeth goes along the whole stadium there and then wraps around. The only part of the stadium ridge where there's no teeth is this middle part. So I guess if your bays are doing flower pattern, it can accelerate using the edge. But if you land on that part, then it just does like a dead stop. Yeah, interesting how that's gonna play out. Yeah, I'm wondering also, are there gonna be other customization aspects of the Extreme Stadium? Since we saw in the instruction and on the back of the stadium, if you take a look, they're actually removable. So you can actually take the Extreme line out of the stadium. So that's good for one, if you damage the stadium, damage the Extreme line, or it wears down to a point where you can't play properly anymore, you can actually change it up, go and buy a new Extreme line. Or maybe the point of this whole Beyblade X thing is they, of course, haven't announced it yet, but maybe eventually they're gonna be releasing custom Extreme lines, like maybe one that focuses on stamina or defense or something like that. Because right now it seems like attack types definitely are able to take advantage of the stadium really well, but defense or stamina types, not so well. Yeah, I feel like these are the hidden details that Takara Tomy hasn't really announced, but could happen. So what do you guys think of that? Do you think it will happen? Just getting an approximate measurement of the size of the base stadium. So the central ring is about 21 centimeters. Let's see if it's the same the other way. Yeah, about 20 or 21 centimeters. Let's take it from one corner to the other. About 42 centimeters. And then here's a size comparison if you guys are comparing it with the DB Stadium from Beyblade Burst. Size-wise, I feel like they're around the same, but the play area, I think, is it bigger? What do you guys think? And then here is a comparison with the standard type base stadium, definitely a lot bigger. Right now, Beyblade X bays are super small, but I'm sure when they evolve, next year, season 2, 3, 4, they're gonna get bigger and bigger. So it's nice that, I guess, maybe they're future-proofing it. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Oh, that's fast. So the thing is, as well, like I was worried that the flower pattern won't really work properly. And it's kind of true so far, but there could be other strategies that come up because of this. But if I'm launching flat, right, I get to actually take full advantage of the base stadium. But I guess there's also a risk of coming out of the extreme zone, and I just lost 3 points. Let's try it again. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Launching flat. Super fast along the extreme line. And because it seems like most of the bays right now are right spinning, so I think this area of the extreme line is gonna get the most use, right? And then left spins, I guess, will take advantage of the other one. It really is kind of like the better version of Hasbro Slingshot base stadiums. So, Hasbro getting some recognition here. The clips and then the design, some of them maybe. Let's try again. I'm gonna do it a little bit tilted, so like flower pattern style. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. See, you don't really get to take advantage of the extreme line now. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? It's like everything you ever known about Beyblade Burst is no longer valid. Well, kind of. Not really, I guess, because these bays still burst, right? You still have the ability to burst, it's just not the main priority now. 3, 2, 1, shoot! Again, trying the flower pattern, but that's what you get. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Definitely really cool gimmick, and it's like super stable too. Really like the design overall. Now, launching flat again. Lots of bouncing. And right now I'm just playing like with one Beyblade, right? But you can see it was kind of like jumping through here, knocking it. itself into the extreme zone. So if your opponent's not a punching bag right in the center waiting for you to attack it, then maybe you have a chance of just running into the pocket. So yeah, this is the new Beyblade BX-10 Extreme Stadium, the most important thing in the stadium that's gonna start it all. So that's it for the unboxing of BX-10, the Extreme Base Stadium for Beyblade X. What did you guys think of this? So normally we don't unbox stadiums, but I think this is just a super unique one, and especially when it's the start of Beyblade X, a new generation for Beyblade, we gotta give you the whole jazz on it. So super satisfying launches, really great system so far. So yeah, maybe once Brendan is back from Japan, or maybe I'm going back to Japan again, hopefully we get to see more Beyblade X stuff. That's it. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and as always, geeks out.